This video may not be for everybody, and I completely understand that, but I've created this platform where I could just talk to all of my fellow ARMY, and I want to talk about Jin's enlistment.
You know BTS!
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Landon and we are here again today for another discussion commentary video, talking a little bit today about BTS, specifically Kim Seok-jin's enlistment into the Korean military. Like I said, this is something that lots of people don't want to talk about, and for the majority of my time as ARMY, it's always kind of been a taboo subject, and I completely understand why. To start this video out, I want to read a tweet from somebody that I follow, Fatima, because it kind of just incorporates what my true feelings are, and I couldn't find a way to express them. Fatima says, I've decided I'm not going to sugarcoat how I feel about this and not going to pretend like I'm not upset or try to spread a ton of positivity. I'm upset. I'm incredibly sad about Jin enlisting. It sucks and we all know why this sucks. Continuing on, it's going to be hard and I'm going to hope that everything will be okay and he will stay healthy and well. I know he has all our prayers and well wishes protecting him, and I know he'll be back in less than 2 years, which is my only comfort, but I'm sad, pretty angry, and that's okay. I'll write Jin a proper farewell, but he has been such a source of joy and hope and laughter in my life. Don't expect any non-BTS fan to understand this, but his presence is such a comfort, and I will miss him terribly, but I hope he knows we're always going to be here. Sorry if these tweets are very harsh and too negative. Feel free to unfollow me. It's just how I feel about this entire thing and how I'll probably continue to feel as we go through this 6 more times. Last thing, and I don't really care if anyone disagrees, he should have never had to do this. None of them should, and we all know why. It's awful the way they were strung along. I respect and admire them for making this decision themselves, but we know it shouldn't have come to this. That's all. Like I said, this is just my open commentary. I'm not an official. I'm not working for the government. I don't really even know too much about the Korean culture when it comes to military, aside from what I've learned from being ARMY. But just kind of from what I've heard, the way that the government and stuff was just stringing them along, and ultimately the decision had to be made by the boys, and it's very unfortunate. I respect them so much for making the decision to go. At the end of the day, they are proud of their country, they are proud of their culture, and they are more than happy to serve, but something could have been worked out along the way to be able to have them still benefit the country while serving their time. This is such a non-informed thing for me to say, so just please take it with a grain of salt. I honestly wish they would just make like an accelerated program or something like that. Like, I want the boys to serve and do what they want to do, you know, to honor their country. I just think that it's just such a long time. You know, like 18 to 21 months is just a long time. Like, maybe like an accelerated program for people that are contributing heavily to the GDP of the country. Something like that, you know? And that way, I think that that kind of makes it a little bit more fair when it kind of compares to girl groups and boy groups in the K-pop world. You know, the girl groups don't really have to go through this, and the boy groups always have to deal with this. It's just a make and break situation where, like, you never know what's going to be like when they all come back, and I don't know. I just want y'all to know that I have 100% faith in BTS. They're going to just pick right back up where they left off. It's going to be a hard little drought that we're going to be going through, but I mean, we know these boys. We know these boys. These boys have been through enough ups and downs to really have solidified their bond, where it's like, you know, they're not going anywhere. I just hope for all their safe and mentally stable returns. Like, that's what keeps going through my mind at night. Like, how daunting is this mentally for them? With that being said, I do now want to go through a little bit of the Kim Seok-jin timeline. We haven't talked about it here, but just kind of as a farewell to him and to discuss his farewell to ARMY 2. We all knew it was coming, and we knew that the inevitable was going to happen. The little poodle fluffy head had to be shaved to go and enlist in the military. So Jin did post a little picture saying, a cuter than I thought. And everybody kind of loves that. I mean, you do look great, obviously, WWH. You could just have a shaved head. You could have hair down to your booty crack. It's all gonna be great on you. I kind of laugh at this picture, though, because in the context of Weverse, it makes total sense. But y'all, my local news station back in Louisiana shared this story. And why does this look like it's a mugshot upon, like, quick view and quick scrolling? I was dying, being like, oh my God, what is it? And then it hit me. I'm like, oh my God. But hey, if they're getting local news coverage in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, that's worldwide, international success. They had some amazing fan art that I just want to share with you really quickly. Like, ARMY is so great. And there was even one tweet that I said that, like, just patiently waiting for the fan art of RJ shaving his head in support of his dad. And then a couple hours later, maybe a day later, they were like, ask and you shall receive. And I'm including the ARMY that drew them as well, too, in the tweet name. Go follow them, support them. We love them. Then everybody was kind of just waiting around when the day came, and we were like, okay, what's going to happen? I kept reading people on my timeline being like, it's too quiet. I'm waiting for that "this is big hit" announcement or something to come through, and then it did. Jin posted on Weverse and said, "Now it's time for the curtain call." Then in parentheses way down, like not giving us that dramatic ass post at first, but then kind of going down a little bit and explaining, says, "Wanted to try to use this when I enlisted. It's a line from my game character, Jin, from League of Legends." So though he was being dramatic, he's been saving this line up, and I'm glad he got to use it, even though Army kind of lost it. Because there was two different sides of this. So this tweet here from my friend Kez, "And so it begins. A curtain call from Jin demands a standing ovation until that curtain rises again. Bravo." And then there was people like this that said, "Yeah, it's my curtain call too, Pookie." That's when I had to leave. I was like, I can't do this, Army. I can't. Then the official BTS account decided to bless us with these pictures, right? So we have our normal one here, posing normally, everybody's smiling. You can't tell they're smiling because they're wearing masks, but we know. They're either smiling or sobbing. And this caption was, "My brother, come back safely, love you." And then we had the second picture here where everybody was rubbing Jin's shaved head. And Armies, y'all calm down. I know y'all out here snooping, being like, Jimin has blonde hair, RM is being sneaky, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, stop it. This is Jin's pick. I'm just playing though, but it's a really sad pick, but I'm glad that they all went out there to support him on his enlistment day. And I also want to give a big shout out and thank you to Army, especially K-Army that were around the area for not going out and making a big scene. Jin posted on Weverse and said, "There are articles released that I didn't want, but please don't come to the training center, Army. There will be many people besides me, so it can be dangerous because it's crowded. Army, I love you." So I saw on the Twitter timeline people being like, "You show up, we're finding you. Like, don't you dare do it." And I've seen some tweets being like, media articles and reporters are praising Army for keeping the promise with Jin and not coming to the boot camp. There were many saying how nice it is that fans take after the artist. This is what we want, Armies. And I'm like, yes, I need proof. I need some more. There's an article here translated to say, "Don't come to the base. Armies keep their promise with BTS Jin. The fans respond to the agency and Jin's request. Though historically many fans gather at the bases when celebs enlist, many Armies didn't come. A few fans were there to greet Jin here and there, which is expected for sure. But it was less than dozens of fans. After the millions and millions they have, less than dozens." That's so good. That's so good. Rather, the fans showed that they kept their promise by greeting Jin with banners and slogans. Aside from a few idiots who went, it really looks like the vast majority of fans listened to Jin. So, of course, there's going to be a few outliers that are not going to listen. They're going to be wanting to get a picture, wanting to get that money, whatever, blah, 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 and go out there. Like, not for the real true reasons of actually going to miss Jin. Like, that's the people that showed up in my eyes. Besides, maybe if the few respectful Army that just stood back with a poster, just to let him know, like, if they could be the representative for Army, just like one or two people hold up a sign saying Army loves you, I'm okay with that, But obviously we don't want the people that are going to cause trouble, trying to sneak pictures and all this kind of stuff. So I'm glad that there was just a couple of them, and hopefully they got kicked out really quickly. At the end of the day too, the only reason we have this report is because media was there, and media really wasn't supposed to be there kind of either. But what are you going to expect? Like, media is going to do that. Like, Army will be responsible once media are not going to listen to any kind of requests. So, you know, I expect that. Another little translated thing from K-Media here says, "According to the base, soldiers are allowed to access their phones for 30 minutes a day. So Jin will be able to read all your posts on Weverse and social media, though he won't be able to comment or post. Please send your messages to Jin on Weverse by using hashtag #2_Jin. You all know the hashtags to talk to him. They also have some lovely fan art here from the BTS picture that I really did enjoy. I want to showcase that just a little bit. Like, Armies are so talented. I love y'all. And then I did see the video for the first time, I think yesterday, of Jin getting his hair cut. And like, ugh, the sadness in his eyes is something that I can't unsee. So watch it here. Because y'all suffering with me. I told y'all to click off the video if you don't want to be here. Okay, we're talking. We're going on my journey through grief. Okay, thank you. There was then like a statement too from Big Hit saying, "Jin entered the base quietly in his car without greeting anyone. All the other BTS members followed in their cars." Big Hit Music stated, "All the BTS members accompanied Jin to the base to send him off, revealing their warm friendship." Yeah, that's like brotherhood right there. There was another tweet here says, "Great job, Army. The right is 300+ reporters from local and global media outlets, and the small group in the middle are a mix of locals and fans. Many reporters were saying how surprised they were about the non-existent crowd. They said the police outnumbered the fans by a lot." So just more evidence coming in that Army listened, and like, we gotta do this 6 more times, y'all, so just please keep going, keep being this strong. I really appreciate for all of Army. Just listen to what they say. Hairdresser here posting from Bit and Boot hairstylist Han Soms IG, "Superstar hair designer, come back quickly and let's go." work together next time too. Like, YOLO, 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 yeah. But at the end of the day, I knew that this was gonna happen. I'm just so happy that Army did the right thing and didn't show up and make this thing even more stressful for him, because he is the first member to do that. And that's kind of like this next section here will just be my thoughts and stuff. Like, it just kind of hurts me to think about what Jin is going through mentally, having to be the first person from BTS to be put in there. I know he's so strong, and I know that he could do it, and I know that he is going to do what he needs to do for his country, come back healthy, safe, and ready to make some more music. But, you know, we just got to go through this a couple more times, 6 more to be specific. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be very difficult. And I just kind of wanted to talk about how I was feeling about this, because like I said, before all of this, it was really taboo to even like bring it up. And we've waited for the members to discuss it before we brought it up, and they are now discussing it. And now I just feel like I just want to talk to my Army friends and just talking, like, what are y'all thinking about it? I know that it's a very sad time. I know that it is a very unsure time, though we do know Jin's return date, June 12th, 2024. We're hoping that all the boys can go and come back and stuff like that by 2025, June 2025. I did read on here, if that is the schedule and that is the goal, there will only be 6 months that will be Tannyless till 2025. So hopefully, and all that other time, we'll still be getting some content and stuff. I'm sure they saved up some content. But just remember, we're all here for you if you're having a harder time with this. We're here for you to support you in the comments with love and stuff. It's still kind of hard, but I'm glad that we did kind of grieve grieve. You know what I mean? Like, we knew it was coming. It's not that unexpected, but yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. I was having one of those days where I'm just not here mentally, and I just want to talk. And I'm glad that y'all wanted to talk too. If you made it this far, thank you. Don't forget to click like, comment, and subscribe down below. Until then, I hope that you have an amazing day. Send all your love to Seokjin. Go stream The Astronaut. Go dream of WWH. And I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. I'll be back soon. Till then, love you. Would love to know them by name. So